I'm ready whenever you are. Anytime that you sit down and you're focusing on what you fucked up, or if you can go back, you can't go back, you can't change it, so you're just wasting time.
My early years, yeah, I can remember damn near everything, man. Memory's king, man. Shit, growing up in a house with my mom and my dad was fucking like crazy, man. And my dad was always gone. Always gone. You know, my dad had like mad bitches. So he had a bunch of girls. I remember at least 3-4 times a week, my dad, I would be in the back of his Cadillac. He had a DeVille. In the back of his DeVille, and we would be going like to random shit's house, and like I would just post up and play with their kids, and my dad would just, you know, now that I think back, like my dad would just go in the room and smash. Yeah. And then, you know, he probably, you know, after you get some pussy, you kind of take a little nap. And then, you know, he'd come out the room, like, walk with his mans, and then we were either off to the next chick's house or home. I remember my dad, you know, like, taking me to, like, gang meetings, like, when gangs was really gangs. Yeah, not like these days, like, when every gang had a leader or two. Yeah. When it was like you had the leader of the gang and everybody else was just soldiers. Yeah. And the only way you could, like, be a leader of a gang is if that guy got killed or went to jail and you would take over or whatever. But yeah, man. Like, was your dad a leader? My dad was one of the leaders, man. Like he was one of, like, he was high up. So it was crazy, man. Because back then you had like ranks, and my dad was from Nutty Block, Compton Crip. It's funny because my mom was from Hoover, and Hoover don't really, you know, I don't know how they were back then, but now Hoover is like everybody killer. So it's like they got beef with Crips, Bloods, Mexicans, whoever, like essays, like whatever, white boys. One day, she got kind of gangster and she ran him over and like plunged him into a fucking gate. Wow. And like my dad was pent between the gate and my mom's Regal. My dad was talking shit outside the window and she just fucking did like fucking 20 miles per hour. To the hospital? Huh? To the hospital? Fuck yeah, to the hospital. It was almost paralyzed, man. My mom got gangster, and ever since, every day after that day, she just wasn't taking no shit. It's so small, but there are 100 different gangs in Compton, man. And it's not really like it's something scary. It's like cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You want to run with the homies. You want to rep the set. You want to go where they go. You want to smoke. You want to drink. You want to have money. You want to be chilling with bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want those things, man. So it ain't like nobody got to force you to do it. Fuck you. Stop. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, man. Don't judge me. We all got roll with. My dad taught me how to whip up crack when I was like 9 years old. Man, crack was not everywhere. Crack was infinity everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you turn, man, it was just crack distribution or somebody on crack or crackhead or crack was being traded for bikes and fucking cars. And it was crazy because back then, like, people would really, like, trade their fucking car for some crack, man. Wow. Like, that's how crazy it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was just wild, man. Man, I tried to play every fucking sport I could, man, to stay out the streets, and still wasn't enough. So how many brothers and sisters do you have? My dad got like 15 kids, and I'm somewhere in the middle. Man, I'm shot every fucking way. I got bullet wounds all over my fucking body, chest, under my arm, my legs, like everywhere. One night I was playing Madden, heard a knock on the door, and looked through the peephole, and it was just fucking like a weird dude. I knew, but he was harmless. And I couldn't see nobody else, but as soon as I opened the door, then like 3 dudes kicked in the door. I had my Glock on the table. And he, you know, one of them had a gun, the other one didn't. And then, of course, there was the weird dude. So I got up off the couch. I ran over to the table and tried to pick up the Glock. And he got to it first. So I tackled him. We started wrestling for it. As soon as I started to, like, ease it out of his hand, he just started firing and shit. That's when I got hit in the chest and the arms and shit. But I didn't know I was hit because we broke up. And I heard the shots, but I wasn't dead. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not hit. Ran down the hallway. Bang, bang, I heard 2 more, like 3, 4 more shots. I laid there, and I think I kind of fainted. And what I thought was like hours was only like 10 minutes, and I guess they thought they killed me. So they left. I, you know, regained consciousness, crawled into the bathroom, you know, pulled myself up on the sink and pulled my white beater back, and the blood just like splattered all over the fucking bathroom mirror, and I fucking just fainted, man. And then the next thing I woke up, a couple of days later, the police was there, like, you know what shot you, and, you know, and I'm like, nah, I don't remember, no, do you know what they look like? Nah, you know, because I live, you know, we live by the code, no snitching, so I'm just going by the code.
Then after that, kind of just put my clothes on and had my homie Ando come get me in my Caprice, and then I didn't even see the doctor again. I just left, man, with all my injuries. And I've never been back to the hospital since. I listened to so much fucking hip hop for so many days, all fucking day and all night, that I started to learn how to, I was just rapping with them. I learned everything by heart. And so when it wasn't on, I was just saying shit in my head, but I couldn't remember all the words verbatim, so I just would put Compton where Nas would say Queens, or where Jay-Z would say Brooklyn, or where Snoop would say Long Beach. And I would put my name where Jay would say Hove, or Snoop would say Doggy Dog. And after a while, I didn't need any of that words, and I started to fill in my words and my life story with that. And I started writing that shit down on paper.
It's like a dream. It's strictly like a fucking dream.
When did you leave Compton?
I didn't leave Compton until after my first album went like 5 times platinum.
Yeah.
I was still living on the block, and
Yeah.
people were just like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? You're like the hottest rapper in the world, and you're living on the block still."
I learned everything fast on the job.
Yeah.
It was like I got hired to do a job, and I could just watch legends and people that were already good at the shit do it. So I picked up everything fast. I paid close attention to everything that Dre was doing, 50, M, Busta, Snoop. 50, I was on the radio saying that I wasn't going to beef with Nas no matter who was beefing with him. I had a lot of love for Nas and Jadakiss at that time, and there was an artist that I grew up, not grew up, but that I listened to, you know, and I admire. So I wasn't going to go at him. 50 didn't like that, and kind of went on a different radio stations like Games No Longer G. And when I heard that, went up to the radio station. At that time, I was in New York with about 40 Bloods, and we went up there. And 50 was traveling around with police, so my dudes hopped out the cabs, and everybody up guns.
Yeah.
And then his, off-duty police up guns, and then shots started going everywhere, and shit started flying off the ground. We was in the snow, motherfuckers running in the snow, slipping, falling, jumping in the Escalades, and hurt.
My shit, people deal with their upbringing and childhood, things that render them helpless differently.
Yeah.
My shit has become sort of unbelievable and more like a story versus my life.
Yeah.
I feel like I know everything that happened to me, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it didn't happen to me. It's like it happened to somebody else, and I know of it.
Well, you want it together? Well, see if I'm